It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching the STPL. My name is Kix, joining me is Rapid, and we are watching Red vs. DM.
Yeah, Red have already taken the series 3-0. It was pretty impressive to watch, but we do still play the fourth game. So this is the chance for the moral victory, right? Can a DM bring it back here in the final game and just say, hey, we could have done it if we had started out this way? I guess that's what we get a chance to find out.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've always been kind of happy about, being able to give the teams one last chance of redemption. Obviously, something that Creative did say in chat does ring quite true. Red and DM do have close series. Sometimes the games aren't super close, but I mean, our first two games of the series could have gone either way. I mean, especially Eridor versus PRL, that was kind of...
oh, yeah.
That was kind of crazy. So, oh, sorry, it was Eridor versus Yaj, my bad. PRL was the last player we just saw, but we're going to be heading into our game here again, well, between these two players. One of them I did call the ultimate ace for DM in round 1. Round 2 he had a little bit of a few problems. I know he's one of the players that does have a few issues with the map pool of the STPL. He's not a massive fan of all the maps, so that's understandable. I do admit that I do pick some crazy maps, but he also does choose some maps to go out on. So he's going to be here against his opponent on red, which is going to be fischei. Now fischei named after, I believe, well, I don't know if he's named after him, but a similar name to one of the older pro gamers for Brood War, fischei, or foreign pro gamers anyway. But it's going to be a PvP here. fischei with a 2-for-2 win rate against his opponent's race Protoss. Tech with a 4-for-3 win rate in his PvPs. As you can see, Tech went 1-for-5 last season, or last round even, so not the best. But fischei with 2-for-2. This should be a relatively close match, I would say, between these two players as we head on over to Plasma.
Yeah, Frederick Keitel. I totally butchered that in German, but he was a great German player, so nice to see fischei kind of representing that. But yeah, this is Plasma. This is the wackiest, weirdest map. It's a PvP, and so only, you know, who can really say what could possibly transpire on this map. It is a little bit weird, but it's going to be fun to watch.
It is, so let's not waste any more time. Let's head into Game 4 between Red and DM. It's fischei versus Tech. And starting us off here in the bottom left-hand position, we do have, in the red, fighting for DM, it's going to be Tech.
That's right, and fighting for fighting for DM is Q8D, which I'm guessing is
Tech.
like the emoji. Yeah. But it's Q8D Kicks. It's a little. So he's got his hat on backwards, and he's got two big eyes.
Yeah.
And he's got a big smiley face.
Okay, so in the 3 o'clock position, we do have the teal, or you know what? I've even forgotten the name of the color you gave me earlier. The teal Protoss fighting for red. It's going to be fischei. Now, I mean, Tech has gone for a very, very quick probe scout, so this could be somewhat interesting. Oh my god, is he going to proxy a gateway in his main? Is this what we're going to see in this game?
You can't even do that. I think the best case scenario is you get either a gas steal or manor pylons out. He's already got one manor pylon. He might go for the second one here in a moment.
I mean, you say you can't do that, but we saw between Castle and Grass, Psy versus BWL. We actually saw Proxy Gate in one main and Proxy Forge in the other, so it looks like Tech actually does want to go for it. He's going to build a gateway in his opponent's main. Now that's going to force some probes off the mining line, but he's going to be up against the gateway from his opponent as well. So, oh my god, he's going to mana pylon 2 of the probes back here behind, and they're not going to be able to get out to help kill the gateway. What am I watching, Rapid?
Get me out of. I want off Mr. Kix's wild ride. This is
This is great.
Yeah. Yo, your homework to do tonight is to Google a guy named Pokju.
Oh man.
Pokju, man, my man. He was an old school Handbit Stars player from a million years ago. And if you guys have never heard about that team, there's a reason. It didn't really go too far. Of course, it later became Woonjin Stars. But when it was Handbit, this guy like made a legend for himself, and we're about to see that legend revived before our very eyes.
Well, to be fair, Pokju didn't really make himself a legend. More Bisu made him a legend for the wrong reasons. But who's going to be the Pokju in this situation? Is Tech going to be able to pull this off? Obviously, it's going to be a very long time for these pylons to go down. And it's going to be, wow, the Zealot's actually hiding in the Nexus. Get that guy out of there. And, oh, it's going to be 2 Zealots against 1, but Tech doing a really good job with his micro so far. I don't even need to move the camera. This is great.
I think they... This is making it easy on you, Kix.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm going to be lazy by this. I'm not even touching the camera right now. I'm just floored. I don't even know what to say. But 3 Zealots are here for fischei. They have cleaned up one of the Zealots and the probe. So Tech is actually going to be falling slightly further behind. But the trouble is, even if fischei kills all of this, he can't go and kill Tech. It's not possible for Tech to die from this. He's just going to be incredibly far behind.
He's losing so many probes here. This is insane. Is this supposed to work, Kix?
You know what? I didn't think so, but Tech is doing it, man. He's microing his little heart out here. And back home, he's still got probes being making. He's actually ahead in supply right now. And Tech's back in the probe line. Does get another probe. Another couple of Zealots are cleaned up. But as I said, Rapid, how does fischei attack him after this? He's going to have to get a robo, and he's lost another probe.
He's going to lose two, like at least maybe one more to these Zealots. And honestly, trading Zealots for probes at this point is bonus for Tech. Or, yeah, for Tech. Okay, wow, I'm really messed up because of these colors and stuff. But yeah, Tech is killing it right now. He's even going to get ready to throw down a Nexus because he just has so many minerals. Because all he's been building are Zealots this whole time. But now that the gateways are unpowered, this is the end of the rush, and now he just has to focus on defending back at home.
Yeah, now, I mean, there's going to be 2 gateways here for fischei. Tech is going for 2 gateways back at home. But as we mentioned before, there is currently no way on the ground for fischei to actually go and attack him. So this is going to give Tech the time to build his gateways again, to get his tech, to go with his navy. He's going to get his gas long before fischei can as well. No, fischei's actually getting it at the same time. So we've kind of normalized. I mean, there is a supply advantage for fischei right now, but it's purely the Zealots.
Yeah, and again, keep in mind, Zealots are totally useless at this phase of the game because of the way the eggs work. Like, there's no way the Zealots break through the eggs. I mean, it would just take them a million years. By the time Zealots break through eggs, I mean, you got... First of all, you have 2 rows of eggs to break through, and then
you have to get up the one tile ramp.
Zealots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good point, Kix.
The one of the funny things is we actually saw Cold yesterday go for a sort of Zergling all-in on this map. He actually hid a hatchery in his opponent's sort of quadrant on the map. And I was watching Lings try and break through those eggs, and man, it takes a long time. And Zealots do a little bit more damage, admittedly, but that's still going to be a lot more time that he's not really going to be able to spend. Now, Tech is going to have the advantage now, straight up. He's got his Nexus up. fischei only just now starting to get that in. And it seems weird to say that even though fischei defended that, I actually think he's behind.
I mean, I don't know if defended that is the right way to say. He lost an insane amount of probes.
But he didn't die, so I guess it's...
Okay, alright, I'll give that to you.
It's just such a weird situation to be in now. We're going to see both players going into the Cybernetics core. X is a little bit faster, so that's something to note here. We're going to have a quicker Robo coming up from him as well. And if he gets a Robo Bay, and goes into Rebus behind this, or even Templar and Storm Drop, it's going to be very hard for fischei to really do anything about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is where really you start to kind of struggle to do anything. You said this game was going to look a little bit strange, but like, I mean, this is Plasma. Every game on this map looks a little bit weird.
Yeah, but even then, we've had some fairly normal-looking games on here. Obviously, TBT plays out quite...
Which kicks? I don't know if I feel like fairly normal, fairly. I don't. Let's agree to disagree on this and just watch the rest of this game, which will not play out fairly normally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll avoid saying what I was going to say. We can always bring that up next time we get another matchup on here, which shouldn't be too far away, so it's all good. But this PvP here, we're going to have second gas coming in from Tech. fischei does have his second Nexus up now. His probe saturation isn't looking too bad on 2 base, realistically, even though he lost all those probes, so he's been doing a very good job rebuilding those. We're going to see no tech actually coming in for both players at the moment, unless I missed something. There is the robo here for Tech, so that is a little bit of an advantage there for him as well. But Tech looks like he's pretty happy, sitting back here, getting up his support bait, getting up his forge as well, and just keeping an eye on all the eggs, just to make sure nothing crazy happens.
Yeah, it's always nice to see what your opponent's building, or not building, but what their movement strategy plan thing is. And these eggs are basically impervious until you get like Reavers or anything crazy like that. Breaking through the eggs or just like a huge gateway army is not really going to be feasible. And I don't think really either player wants to break through the eggs, because this is all about kind of stabilizing from all those shenanigans we saw early on.
Yeah, now one of the weird things about Plasma, if you don't see kind of crazy shenanigans early on, I mean, even if you do, the game obviously normalizes a little bit. I mean, on any normal map, fischei could have kind of counterattack with the Zealots, but unable to do it on here, so that does give both players a chance to power up, and that's exactly what we're going to see from fischei here. He's going into his third Nexus. Tech looking to do the same as well, but Tech, of course, a little bit further ahead with his Tech now, so that's going to be the one problem that fischei is going to have. He's going to be up against Reaver Tech with no shuttle of his own, with no Reaver or no shuttle speed, so fischei is going to have to be careful in the coming minutes.
Oh man, this is gonna be a very, very tenuous moment for our friend young fischei. Tech though, I think he actually might think about going for a third base here. Yep, there it is, thrown down right on time.
Yeah, so both players now on 3 bases. The main difference is we do have more Zealots in here for fischei still. We've got a couple of extra Dragoons here though for Tech even. So it looks like Tech is just trying to kind of take away the minerals to the other side of his eggs as well, just to make sure he does stop anything from getting through there. A little bit later on you can glitch units through, and fischei looks like he wants to try and go for a scout around the top left as well, just to make sure there's nothing too crazy. Now, will he run into this shuttle? That is going to be a big, big moment in this game, and it looks like the shuttle's going to avoid it for now.
Shuttle gets scouted by a pylon up here. It should, hitting this double Stargate, by the way. Just want to point this out. Huge moment.
Oh man, I didn't even notice that. That's where all the tech was for fischei, but the probes gonna be pulled away from the Reaver. Nice first Scarab going in. Gonna be Zealots though against this single Dragoon back here for defense.
Uh-oh, Kicks. We might be witnessing the death of a human.
We are. There's nothing building on the Stargate yet as well. Imagine if this was 2 scouts, and I never thought I'd say that. But scouts would actually really help him now. They kill the Zealot, or the shuttle really, really quickly. They'd eventually kill the Zealots as well. I mean, the Reaver's going to go down, which is the main component of this harassment. But Tech is in an incredibly good position right now. He's up nearly 20 supply. And I mean, this Stargate still isn't really doing too much.
Nope. In fact, it's not doing anything, Kicks. They're not moving at all.
That's because he's going into a fleet beacon and another Stargate. So, 3 Stargate carriers behind this. Now, the weird thing is, you'd think after fischei took so much damage, he would be in an incredibly poor position, and realistically he is. But if the game goes on longer, what is Tech going to have to actually deal with carriers? He's got two
Yeah, but if
gateways
the
at the
game
moment.
goes on longer, it's Tech's fault, right? I mean, he got into a great spot, and maybe he's using that if you're ahead, get more ahead mentality. But also that gives your opponent a chance to get back in the game with a crazy tech switch like this.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess the problem is, I mean, I know I said earlier that fischei had the problem of not really being able to move in to finish off Tech. Tech has the same problem. Like, he has a shuttle that he's going to use to send another couple of Reavers over, but he can't go for a direct attack right now. It's not physically possible. So there's not really too much he can do to counter this third base other than just try constant harassment while powering up back at home.
Well, honestly, any air on Plasma is gigantic. The problem is that, you know, air is only really, really good until the eggs get broken down.
Yeah.
And once you have splash damage like Reavers that can break eggs down, all of a sudden air gets a little bit less good because, I mean, there's still good avenues for carriers to take, but it takes so much time for these carriers to kick in. And now we're going double shuttles, double Reavers, triple Reavers even.
Yeah, triple Reaver going to be very, very powerful. Going to see them all drop off to playing his hand a little bit early, possibly, but does know a good micro there by Tech, actually going to stop the Reavers taking very much hull damage at all against the Dragoons. And I mean, he's just going to pick up and he's going to pull away. He's done the damage he needs to do. fischei is going to pull all of his units down here to defend. And we're going to see Tech probably swing in from another angle. Oh wow, he's actually got 4 shuttles.
Wait, he has 4 oh my god.
This is like watching Sparkle again, but in a different kind of fashion.
No, but it's very smart for him to play this that way, because Sparkle was a map that took players a very long time to figure out, and then they just started going mass crazy air. They're gonna do it again. Oh, is he gonna lose the shuttle? No. Oh my god,
in the mineral line.
Everything.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The Reaper in the mineral line didn't do anything.
Did he not build scarabs on it? Yeah, all those probes ran out single file and clustered, but I mean, still, this is just an insanity amount of Reavers to deal with. He might kill one of them with these. No, he's actually not going to kill either Reaver. Okay, well, Kicks, I think we know how this game is going.
Yeah, but there's 3 carriers in play now, and I mean, he's not showing them off just yet. Of course, he's going to be behind, but the first Reaver is down. The Dragoons coming in from the back, going to be able to take down these Dragoons as well, but needs to be careful. And I mean, there's no probes in the main again, but he's still mining off of 2 bases, but this is the big story. Another 4 shuttles full of units coming on into this main base, and fischei is going to have so much trouble cleaning these out.
Yeah, actually, one of the shuttles only had 1 unit in it, and the other one was empty, so it wasn't like it was crazy tons of units, but it's still just a lot to have to deal with, and I think this is too much damage.
Yeah, but look, the carriers are now coming in. Tech back at home doesn't have that many carriers, so maybe if he can clear out these Dragoons with the interceptors that he has, he'll be able to take down the shuttles at least, and that was the one with the Reaver in, so there's going to be no additional harassment coming in from those. And the Dragoons, realistically, aren't that good against carriers. With good micro, anyway.
Well, actually, they're just not really good against carriers, basically at all, period. Especially in these numbers. So yeah, eventually this will be cleared up. These Dragoons are they're not focus firing. What? They're all 3 firing at different... What? That's just basically useless. So yeah, definitely not a very well microed fight, and this is at the same time that Tech is trying to get up another base.
Yeah, and there's an additional 2 carriers in right now. 6 carriers actually on the field. Now there's another 4 shuttles moving in, but they're going to be moving in past the carriers. The first carrier, luckily enough, doesn't have its full interceptors out, but a lot of Reavers being dropped down here. But the trouble is, if the probes run away, Reavers can't shoot up, and there's only 4 Dragoons here.
Why is he dropping Reavers when he knows shuttles are out? What?
Carriers, you mean?
Okay, well, this is all going to die. Tech's thrown away his entire army at this point. Well, not his entire army, but like the part of his army that hurts fischei. And so now what's up? I mean, there's a bunch of cannons coming up here at the 4th base, but
I mean, this is
cannons
6
don't
carriers,
do very
man.
well against carriers either.
Yeah, and there's only 3 base currently for Tech. fischei didn't really lose that many probes, so his economy is popping right now. But Tech does have a little bit of a bank, so maybe this can work out for him. But he's gonna have to find a solution to these 6 carriers. He got completely caught off guard by this tech switch. I don't think he noticed the starports with the shuttle when he first flew in there. And this is really costing him. The late observers, the late scouting as well by tech could even lose him the game at this point. This is really, really unfortunate for him, but fischei doing a great job pushing on through. One of the carriers goes down, but...
Yeah, it's not the greatest carrier control, just kind of flying over everything. Oh, Dark Archons!
But they're not going to have mind control for a while, so he's going to have to keep those alive. I mean, I think he was waiting for that, but we should have mind control being researched.
3 Dark Archons.
3 mind controls,
Is he gonna mind control all the... do you know how long it takes to get mind control energy? What the...
Well, it does, but I mean, he's got to try something, and this is. I mean, he loses another carrier, so it's going to be 4 carriers here. There's actually still a lot of gateways, so a lot of Dragoons are slowly coming out, and the carriers seem to be being pushed back, and that's going to give him the time with his mind control to build up that energy if he can. Now, he's actually hiding them within a bunch of cannons to make them a little bit harder to snipe. Now, a shuttle, did go in to the 3rd base, to the natural even with 2 Reavers. So that's a lot of damage being going down on the probe count of fischei. And I mean, this game is still, I would say, in fischei's favor. But tech is making all the right moves here to try and come back in the game again.
Wow, I'm really impressed by all this. I thought the game was kind of not over, but like swinging really heavily in one player's favor, primarily tech. But now he's double expanding on the map kicks. So he's basically trying to say the, come to me game. And maybe that's old saying, if you build it, they will come, is true, because they are. More carriers coming out here. I think that is a 6th.
That's 8.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh my god.
Thing is, though,
yeah, that is 8.
When he gets to tech's base, there's going to be 3 mind controls, so that's going to be 5 carriers. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Dragoons here as well. There's been a lot more cannons added on, and that Nexus in the top middle actually bought tech a little bit of extra time, and I believe that was what it was for. You can see him sending another probe up there as well, just to try and delay the carriers as much as humanly possible. I mean, tech rebuilding his 4th base in the middle right of the map. The Reavers breaking through the eggs as well. Gonna open up a counter-attack path. Now, fischei with a lot of carriers even, but not that much money to actually rebuild the interceptors. We're gonna see him going for a 4th base as well. But tech knows this is coming, and here come the carriers once again.
Da 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 da. Yeah, that's this. Where are those Dark Templar? Dark Archons.
Oh, they're still in the natural. They're coming in.
160, yeah, 180. Here we go, Kicks.
Oh, this is either going to be the coolest thing ever or the worst thing ever. Going to hide the overlay so I can see this happening. But they can't get in range at the moment. The carrier's making a very good job hiding up above the cliff. Oh, there he goes! Mind control!
Yeah, but he still needs to go get the other one. And this carrier's going to die basically instantly. He's trying to save it, but he can't.
Yeah, but that's cut the carrier count just a little bit. Another Dark Archon getting sniped. He needs to mind control. Is it 200 energy to mind control? I think it is, isn't it?
Yes. It is. It does take full energy. I believe I'm not wrong in that regard, but he can't get in range.
Oh, mind control! And I mean, these carriers are going to go down almost immediately, don't get me wrong, but that's cool to see. It is going to cut the carrier count just a little bit. And this is carriers that realistically...
It's only 150 energy.
Oh, it's 150 energy, okay. So he did have another one available, so... Did he lose all his Dark Archons now? But the problem is...
one left.
The carriers have been pushed back, and now the Dragoons are actually going to push into the 3rd base, and fischei doesn't have that much mining anymore.
What game am I watching? Horror... Wait, oh my god. Horror gates into mass carrier into Dark Archon mind control. Kicks, why do you pick maps that do this?
You know what? I find this the most entertaining Brood War. Here we go, the mind control coming in once again. He doesn't get it off though before the Dark Archon dies, and a DT spawns next to it. It's almost like it popped out with the Dark Archon. but doesn't quite manage to go in. The Dragoons moving into the third base, going to take down the cannons, and going to give the DTs free reign over the real estate here in the base. There's actually a Dark Archon back here, doesn't have the energy yet though. The carriers are going to be focusing down on this Nexus, but Tech has another base here in the top left. Is Fischei's third base going to go down?
Yeah, so fischei is going to lose this. There's also DTs in the mix, so observers or just any detection is going to be very, very important. So this is realistically going to be kind of the last moments of this game, and what a game it's been. It's going to be massive amounts of carriers. I think total 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 carriers versus DTs and a few. I think he just still has a few Dark Archons out there.
Oh, the Reaver walked into the probes at the fourth base, but the Dragoons still pushing forward. Probes being taken down. There's still a hidden base here by Tech in the top left. There is a Dark Archon here, but it doesn't have the energy again, and the Templar Archives has gone down, so we're not going to see any more mind control. But it's a base race right now. fischei trying to take down these units as quick as he possibly can. A DT actually going in on a cannon by itself, going to be taken down. A little bit unfortunate there, but he's going to be on top of the Stargates for now.
I mean, let's not get it twisted. I mean, the carriers are still pretty good. Plus, these are +2 air weapons carriers, by the way. So just want to point that out.
Yeah, the trouble is, though, he's not going to have the money to rebuild interceptors. You can see the amount of money that's going into cannons by fischei as fourth base. He knows he's got no more mining, and as long as Tech can keep his bases mining, as long as he can build or keep his gateways alive, maybe there's a chance he can eventually whittle down the carriers. We've seen Flash do it against Jangbi on Bluestorm. I know it's a little bit of a different situation, but fischei going to be raining fire down on top of the probes as well. Maybe not, they're actually a little bit too far away. But he's going to feel a little bit bad about that because he won't actually be able to move in. But the probes pulling up.
What is Tech doing?
I think, you know what, I'm not sure. Oh, he's waiting for a shuttle, there we go.
Ah, okay, but he actually is taking a lot of damage on that shuttle. Shuttle's down to half health. Or, you know, no shields, I guess. He doesn't have a lot of interceptors here, and they die basically instantly. So, yeah, this actually could be a big moment. He's actually pulling back his entire carrier fleet. Oh my god, that's... I think the carriers will actually beat everything here.
Yeah, but it's going to be close because there's not that many interceptors left on them. He's going to have to be careful. And we're going to
have like 10 carriers, Kicks.
Oh wow, that's actually a lot more carriers than I realized. They've all grouped up now and everything is just dying immediately. Oh, this is not looking good for Tech right now, but Tech's still with a base.
Yeah, I think Tech loses this, right? fischei's just got like the golden armada, essentially.
Yeah, there's not really too much Tech can actually do about this carrier fleet now. I mean, he doesn't have Templar Archives. He can't even Storm. Storm would even be good in this situation. There is a single carrier against a single Dragoon over on the left-hand side of the map as well. Looks like the carrier is going to go down, but it's taken a very, very long time. But, I mean, this fleet of carriers, man, this is just the real story in this game. Tech is currently still mining, but he's going to lose his top middle base. There's not really that many cannons over here in the top left. And he can't eliminate fischei before he can get eliminated, so this is going to be quite close.
Yeah, I mean, with all those cannons protecting that base, I mean, realistically, that's the only thing that matters. If fischei just defends that one base, it'll give him more than enough minerals coming in to keep building interceptors, and that's really all you need to power this massive.
Yeah, now we're going to have the carriers moving in on the Dragoons. There's not actually that much in terms of units back here for Tech, and I think fischei may have done it. He's hit that more than that critical mass that he possibly needs. fischei's still mining on one base, able to rebuild the interceptors, so he can't whittle down the interceptors here. He can't hide Stargates, go for scouts or anything like that. I mean, he's got probes actually long distance mining, and GG! fischei's Golden Armada is gonna take down Tech.
What a god, what a game. Oh my goodness, Kicks, this has just been incredible. Wow, so in the end that completes the 4-0 perfect sweep for Red over DM, but that game was so close. Tech had him. Teg had Fischei dead to rights at many, many moments. I don't want to say totally dead because obviously he didn't die, but what an incredible way to. We talked about how in one and then two and then four shuttles at a time, and somehow Fischei holds on through all of that, gets up three stargates pumping these carriers, and then they just never die. I think he lost
I
one,
know.
but the moral of the story is what an insane comeback by Fischei.
Yeah, the crazy thing is as well, he had so many Dark Archons, only managed to get off 2 of those mind controls. But
Yeah.
imagine if he'd had a couple more, maybe that would have gone differently. But Fischei with very good target firing, taking those down. Gonna end the series here 4-0 in favour of red. But we saw a great TBP between Cryok and Xenosky as our first game. Moved on to a really cool PvZ between Eriador and Yaj. Ku versus PRL's off race admittedly wasn't the best game. Ku kind of got bopped a little bit hard there. Sorry, PRL got bopped a little bit hard there. And then Fischei ending it off with that great PvP on Plasma. That's getting made into a highlight video. And that's going to end us here for this evening. Just to quickly go into what the next matchup's going to be on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. I'll be back again, possibly Rapid as well, depending on timing, obviously. We're going to have Bull versus Team MSJ, and we're going to have Soul Gaming versus IRK.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Soul IRK should actually be super, super sick. Really kind of cool to see IRK do well, but hopefully be able to ascend to that previous glory. Yeah, can't wait to watch that. Probably will not be here for that, as I do have some casts to catch up on, so obviously want to protect my voice. But it's good to be able to join you once again here, Kicks, for tonight's games.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, or for being with me again. It's been great fun. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed the series. Huge thank you, of course, to everybody who's donated, everyone who watches, and everyone who plays their games in the tournament as well. Without you guys, the tournament wouldn't be possible, and I'd be here rambling to nothing. So it's all really good to have you here, and we will see you guys next time.